All right, I got a crazy real estate story for you. I got a lead that came over about a year and a half ago. This older gentleman and his wife, they lived in this house only a couple of years. And I was kind of thinking like, what's going on? Why are they selling so quick? Normally they're going to be there a little longer. He goes into all the stuff that he's been a part of over the years. He was a home builder for many years. So we start talking about the location. We start talking about the upgrades. I noticed that some of the stuff was done about a foot or two up all the way around the house, looked nice, like the new floors and everything else, but like certain areas weren't updated. And so I asked him, like, have you had any issues with flooding? I knew that spot in the neighborhood took on some water. And he kind of looked at me and he dodged the question. He looked over at his wife, he changed the subject. So I revisited again. I'm like, I need to know, like, has the home ever flooded since you've lived here? He said, well, we don't want to talk about that because I know it'll affect our value. I said, well, if the home has flooded and you know it's flooded, you have to disclose that. He said, well, I'm not going to disclose that because I know it'll affect my value. Well, within about 3 minutes, I was walking out of the house at that point because I'm not going to list a house where a seller is going to lie on a seller's disclosure. Fast forward about a year later, I see that house come on the market. Some investor, they tried to sell it on market. It didn't sell. They sold it off market to a wholesaler. Wholesaler sells it to the investor. The investor completely renovates it, puts it back on the market. I pull it up. I see the seller's disclosure. Home has never flooded. That's what they put on the seller's disclosure. If you're working with a realtor in a neighborhood that is not familiar with the ins and outs of it, you would never know that. Someone's gonna buy that house thinking it's never flooded, and it's gonna flood. It's gonna happen. Flood insurance probably should pop that on a clues report, but at the end of the day, if you don't have somebody navigating this particular market, you will never know.